phasor representation. So what is a phasor? It is simply a rotating vector which is used to represent a sinusoidal wave. So that means that this sinusoidal wave can simply be represented with the help of this vector, which is rotating in anti-clockwise direction at a particular angular velocity. So the length of this vector is simply the amplitude of the wave, that is the maximum displacement from the reference. Now before understanding how this wave can be represented by this rotating vector, we have to understand two reference frames used in the phasor representation. The first reference is cosine reference, which is the universal mathematical standard, and from now on we will be using it exclusively. And the second reference is sine reference. So in cosine reference, the 0 degree represents the plus cos omega t wave, that is a plus real part. At a 90 degree, it represents minus sine omega t, that is minus of the imaginary part. At 180 degree, it represents minus cos omega t. And at 270 degree, it represents the plus sine omega t waveform. And in sine reference, it starts from sine omega t at 0 degree, cos omega t at 90 degree, minus sine omega t at 180 degree, and minus cos omega t at 270 degree. So now we have understood the cosine reference, and let's see how the wave is represented by this reference. So this is a particular animation which represents cosine wave and sine wave represented by the rotating phasor. So let's start with the above two images. In the right side, we can see that this is a cosine wave because at 0 degree, that is cos 0, it is the maximum value, it is having the maximum value, that is 1, because cos 0 is 1. At 90 degrees, it goes to 0, and at 180 degree, it goes to minus 1, that is the maximum negative value. So at start of the wave, the magnitude is 1, and if we see the rotating vector, we can see that the rotating vector starts from the cosine reference, and as it starts, the horizontal projection is maximum, which represents the magnitude of that wave at 0 degree. As the rotating vector moves ahead, horizontal projection decreases in size, and at 90 degrees, we can see that horizontal projection is simply equal to 0, which is represented by the 0 crossing point of wave. And similarly, at minus 180 degree, amplitude of the wave becomes maximum negative, and similarly, horizontal projection of the rotating vector also becomes maximum negative. And at 270 degree, again, the magnitude of wave becomes 0, and as well as the horizontal projection of the rotating vector becomes 0. In the same way, sine wave can be represented by the rotating vector as well. So for cosine reference, the sine wave will start from plus sine terminal, which is at 270 degree. The horizontal projection of the rotating phasor is equal to 0, and also the magnitude at that point in the wave is also 0. At 90 degree, the horizontal projection becomes maximum, and same the magnitude of the wave also becomes maximum. At 180 degree, the magnitude becomes 0 in both the cases, and at 270 degree, the horizontal projection as well as magnitude of the sine wave becomes negative, and so on. So we can simply say that if we want to represent Vm sine omega t, it will start at minus 90 degree for cosine reference phasor representation, and the horizontal projection of that value will be simply 0. And if we want to represent Vm cos omega t, it will start at 0 degree, and the horizontal projection will start at Vm. The phasor rotates in anti-clockwise direction. Phase and phase difference. So phase indicates the horizontal position of the waveform with respect to the reference point, which is usually t is equal to 0. So in this wave, this is point t is equal to 0, and the starting point of wave is also at point t is equal to 0. So the equation of this wave is simply Vm sine omega t, and we will call it as reference waveform. And as per cosine reference, this point is indicated by this position in the phasor diagram. Let's move on to next waveform. The starting point of this waveform is ahead of the time t is equal to 0 reference point. Therefore, this wave is said to be leading waveform, and the equation of this waveform is simply Vm sine omega t plus phi. And as per phasor representation, this is represented by this phasor, which is at phi angle ahead of the black phasor. And finally, this is the third waveform, which is starting at phi angle after the reference point t is equal to 0, and this is said to be lagging waveform. The equation is Vm sine omega t minus phi, and the phasor representation is it is minus phi degree in reference to the reference phasor. Now finally, the mathematical representation of sinusoid. So let's start with time domain representation. It is simple representation there. Instantaneous voltage is simply Vm cos omega t plus phi, and this is this equation. And in cosine reference phasor form, it is represented by this phasor. So at this instant, the phasor is at this position. Second is Euler representation or exponential representation. So we know that as per Euler identity, e raised power j theta is equal to cos theta plus j sin theta, where cos theta is simply real part of e raised power j theta. So with this identity, we can simply say that Bm cos omega t plus phi, angle is omega t plus phi, so e raised power j theta becomes e raised power j omega t plus phi. Vm is added, which is the simple magnitude. So this equation, that is cosine wave, is simply the real part of the Vm e raised power j omega t plus phi. Now Vm e raised power j omega t plus phi can be written as Vm e raised power j phi into e raised power j omega t. Here this entity is the constant entity as it is independent upon time, and this is the variable entity which is dependent upon time. So this constant entity can simply be written like this, that is Vm e raised to j phi. We will say it as capital V, and this capital V is simply the phasor. Substituting the value of V, the sinusoid becomes, that is instantaneous value is simply real part of capital V, which is phasor, into e raised power j omega t. Now the polar form of this phasor is simply V is equal to Vm angle phi, where Vm is the magnitude and phi is the phase angle. So finally, this Vt is equal to real part of phasor V e raised to j omega t, where Vt is the actual waveform, capital V is the constant complex phasor, and e raised to j omega t is the time rotation. And the rectangular representation, so capital V can be written as V plus Jy, where V is Vm cos phi and Y is Vm sin phi, where Vm is simply under root of x square plus y square, and phi can be obtained by tangent inverse y by x formula.